Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to NDI Central Live, coming to you from the NewTek booth at the South Hall of NAB 2018 in the Las Vegas Convention Center. We're here once again to talk all about the latest and greatest in NDI technology and products from many companies, from NewTek. It's very, very vibrant here on the show floor. Well, our next guest, you have seen their signal. If you watch the news at all, you see them all the time. And from LiveU, I have Director of Sales, George Klippel. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Rex.
LiveU's really grown over the past few years, hasn't it?
It sure has, yeah, absolutely. We've grown leaps and bounds since our founding in 2006.
Fantastic. And well, like I said, I mean, it seems like I see LiveU all over the place, particularly on the news, on all kinds of news channels and sports and many others. Who all is using LiveU?
Yeah, you know, it runs the gamut. I mean, we started off heavily in broadcast, and you're right, broadcasters around the country, around the globe, use LiveU day in and day out for their local broadcast, national broadcast, etc. But really, everybody uses LiveU, whether it's post-production, online, IRLers, you name it. They use our gear to get reliable streams out to wherever they need to go.
Okay, now LiveU is a bonded cellular system.
Yes,
correct?
That's correct, yep.
And it's a subscription system, or how does it work?
Well, really, you can get our systems come in multiple configurations. One way is our systems are where you can provide the data yourself and get your own modems if you want, or you can get the subscription and the data plans through LiveU. So there's a couple of different ways you can configure them. Most often our customers choose to get the data plans through LiveU, and that's usually how they'll typically do it.
Mm-hmm. And I would imagine that makes you have a customer service element that helps you through and makes sure that you stay up live when you need to be live.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, all of our units will come with 24/7 support, 365 days a year, so they have the support when they need it, and it's always reliable for them. So.
Okay, I think we have a couple of images, guys. If you don't have them ready, be looking for them. But so what's new for NAB?
Well, we have a lot of things that we're really focusing on, but the big thing for us is our new LU600 with HEVC. We've done a lot with that this year. We have video return, which is huge. Okay. A lot of people have been asking for that, in particular our broadcasters. We have our global roaming, which allows our users to go anywhere in the world and have dual SIMs, if you will, or dual SIM cards in our modems, where they'll be able to basically have domestic SIMs here in the U.S. and have roaming SIMs that can go and support it in over 120 different countries. Oh, wow. So they can basically just take their unit and go anywhere in the world, get off the plane and start streaming for breaking news or for whatever they need it for.
Oh, that's fantastic. So the image that we had just seen up on the screen, the backpack system.
Yep.
No, this is the new one. This is the LU600.
That is right.
Okay, very good.
And it has HEVC, so H.265 encoding capability, and that's one of the other big things there. It's streaming at 4 megs per second H.265, so it's using half the bandwidth of our older unit with H.264. That's another huge advantage for us. So there's a lot of really nice things with this unit, plus the integration with NDI, which is another reason we're here today. All of our servers, the LU2000, so really everybody seems to be using
them. Yeah. So what are some considerations that you need to think about when using a system like LiveU?
Well, really, you need to consider, the biggest thing is considering your workflow and how many hours that you'll be streaming, and then where you're going to be streaming. Are you going to be just streaming here in the U.S. or North America? Or are you going to be streaming outside of the U.S.? Those are some of the big things you want to consider. What kind of environment that you'll be working in? Are you going to be streaming in environments where there's you know, limited bandwidth? You need to think about that. You need to be thinking, are you going to be streaming where you're out in remote areas or in areas where there's a lot of people, like the Super Bowl or the inauguration, or where there's other things of that nature. So those are the type of things you want to take into consideration when you're talking about bonded cellular solutions.
How do you go about surveying? How do you go about getting that information if you're going to a location that you may not be able to do a physical site survey?
Well, there's a lot of ways to do it. First off, you consult with us. Our sales teams and our technical teams are really efficient in doing that, and we have data from all of our users out there, thousands and thousands of users. Plus, there's other sites like opensignal.com, for example, that give you great information that allow you to put in an address and take a look at what carriers are best for that area, what type of cellular coverage is available for that area, for example, and it gives you a great feeling in advance of what you might encounter when you get there.
And does LiveU work with, I mean, could you work with a number of carriers at a time? How does that work?
Yeah, that's right. So for example, on the LU600 HEVC unit that we just showed a minute ago, that works with either 6 or 8 cellular modems that are included in the unit. So that's all the different carriers, T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint, and AT&T. And those are all bonded together. Plus we have the ability to bond Wi-Fi as well as Ethernet with the unit. So all of the carriers are bonded together, so wherever you're at, we're taking the aggregate of the available bandwidth from those modems and putting together to give you the most reliable and best signal that you can get, regardless of where you're located and regardless of what the carrier is in that particular area.
I see. So does the customer set up those carrier accounts separately, or is that all through LiveU?
Yeah, so about 99% literally of our customers get the data plans through LiveU because it's really simple for them to just write a check one time a month to LiveU. We manage all of the data accounts across all those different carriers, but we do allow the customers to provide their own data plan if they'd like.
I see.
So they can go out and do it themselves. Some customers, for example, in education, they might have deals with the carriers already. So we allow them to provide their own data plans if they'd like. So they can have it either way, but the majority kind of go through us for that.
Okay, I see. So very flexible.
Yeah. We offer some flexibility, absolutely.
Okay. So now, what markets is the new unit appropriate for? Or kind of give us a breakdown of how your different products kind of carry across different markets.
Sure, yeah. So LiveU has a very broad product portfolio. We have products like the LiveU Solo HDMI for under $1,000, all the way up to the LU600 HEVC, which is the top of the line unit we have. That's around the $20,000 price point, and that one's really geared and has found a really niche, if you will, for our broadcasters, and that's the heavy iron, if you will, right? But we also see a lot of academic institutions that will use it. Some of our broadcast journalism schools, a lot of our sports organizations, the professional football leagues, other high-end sports, again, organizations will use it. Even in production environments will use it. And then we have other products like our LU200 that go into the online world that are customers like Twitch or YouTube or even community colleges, others. So we kind of expand the whole market, if you will, the different verticals out there like House of Worship, similar markets that NewTek is in. As a matter of fact, NewTek is probably one of the biggest add-on products for us in the marketplace. People love using LiveU with NewTek as an ingest. They use us as an input into the TriCaster environment or as an output when they're out in the field with a NewTek unit where there's no internet available. They use this as transport on the way out. Take the NewTek, connect SDI out to it, and use as transport where there's no service available. I see.
So what's the best way for one of our viewers to learn more about LiveU?
Yeah, absolutely. Go to our website, liveu.tv, and there's a whole bunch of information there. They can contact me directly at george@liveu.tv, and just go there, stop by our booth if you're out here at the show, absolutely. C2167, I think it is.
Okay,
and,
Central Hall.
Yeah, Central Hall. Go over there, check it out. We've got everything on display over there, and yeah, check it out over there.
Great. George, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love to hear about it. Love your products.
Thank you.
So make sure you check out LiveU. They have one for every possible use. Like I said, you see them everywhere. Check it out today. Well, stick around because we're going to be back with even more after a short break.